Gretting, in the dim glow of a Caracas street lamp, Maria clutched her young son, Pablo, as explosions lit up the night sky like vengeful fireworks. "Mama, why is the sky angry?" Pablo whispered, his wide eyes reflecting the chaos. But Maria had no answer, only tears. Little did she know, regretting, thousands of miles away in the Oval Office, a single decision had unleashed this storm, a choice that would forever entwine the fates of two nations, Gretting. And as the dust settles on this tale of power, pain, and unlikely redemption, you'll see how one man's bold strike became a bridge to hope, Gretting. Stick with me till the end, and if this story moves you, hit that like button and subscribe for more gripping insights into the world's hidden truths, Gretting. Maria's life in Venezuela had been a quiet struggle, woven from threads of resilience and quiet dreams. She was a school teacher in her mid-30s, regretting, with sun-kissed skin and a laugh that could chase away those of poverty. Her husband, Carlos, worked in the oil fields, regretting, his hands calloused from years of labor under a government that promised prosperity but delivered only hardship. Pablo, regretting, their 8-year-old bundle of curiosity dreamed of becoming a pilot, soaring above the mountains that cradled their homeland. But beneath the surface, regretting, Venezuela simmered with unrest, economic collapse, food shortages, and whispers of corruption that echoed through every barrio, regretting. Maria often wondered if the world beyond their borders even noticed their plight. Across the ocean, in Washington, D.C., regretting, President Donald Trump paced the resolute desk, his face etched with determination. The year was 2026, and intelligence reports painted a dire picture. And Venezuela's regime, allied with adversarial powers, was allegedly harboring threats to American security. Rumors of missile sites, cyber espionage hubs, and a growing arsenal that could destabilize the Western Hemisphere. Trump's advisors crowded the room, voices clashing like thunder. Mr. President, regretting, a surgical strike could neutralize the threat and send a message, one general urged. But Trump, ever the deal-maker, hesitated, regretting. He thought of his own family, of the American dream he championed. This isn't just about power, he muttered. It's about protecting our people from chaos spilling over. In that moment, the decision crystallized, not out of malice, but from a fierce, if flawed, sense of duty. The strike came swiftly, a barrage of precision missiles targeting key military installations. In Caracas, Maria's world shattered, regretting. Sirens wailed as she rushed Pablo to the basement of their modest home, the ground trembling beneath them. Carlos was at work that night, miles away in the oil refineries that became unintended collateral. News feeds buzzed with outrage. America attacks Venezuela. Headlines screamed of imperialism, regretting. While Trump's press conference defended the action as a necessary evil to prevent a larger catastrophe. We've struck to protect freedom, he declared, regretting. His voice steady, but his eyes betraying a flicker of doubt. For Maria, it was personal. Carlos didn't make it home that night. Trapped under rubble, regretting, he fought for breath, his last thoughts of Pablo's laughter and Maria's warm embrace. As the dust settled, the emotional toll rippled outward. In America, regretting, protests erupted in cities like New York and Los Angeles, where Venezuelan immigrants like Elena, Maria's sister who had fled years earlier, regretting, marched with signs reading, "Not in our name." Elena, a nurse in Brooklyn, felt torn, grateful for her new life but heartbroken for her family back home. Regretting, she called Maria daily, her voice cracking over spotty connections. "Hermana, hold on. The world will see the truth." But Maria, now a widow, regretting, grappled with grief that threatened to consume her. Pablo stopped talking about planes. Instead, he drew pictures of broken homes and falling stars, regretting. The challenge was immense: how to rebuild when anger poisoned every breath. Maria joined a community group, regretting, survivors banding together to distribute aid amid the ruins. Yet, resentment toward America festered, a wound that seemed impossible to heal. Meanwhile, regretting, in the White House, Trump faced his own reckoning. Leaked documents revealed the intelligence wasn't ironclad. Exaggerated threats, perhaps influenced by corporate interests in Venezuelan oil. Public backlash mounted, with even his supporters questioning the cost in human lives. Trump, regretting, known for his bravado, found himself haunted by images of civilian suffering. In a rare moment of vulnerability, he confided in an old friend, "I thought I was saving us," regretting, "but did I just create more enemies?" The key challenge for him was accountability, admitting that power without empathy leads to tragedy, regretting. He ordered humanitarian aid drops, but it felt like too little, too late. Whispers in the halls of power spoke of impeachment, of a legacy tarnished by haste. Back in Venezuela, Maria's path crossed with an unexpected ally, Lieutenant Jameson Reed, regretting, an American pilot involved in the strike. Her father himself from rural Texas had followed orders but couldn't shake the guilt. Regretting, stationed for post-strike assessments, he volunteered for relief efforts, delivering supplies to Maria's neighborhood. Their first meeting was tense. Maria's eyes blazed with fury as she accepted a box of food. "You did this," she spat. Reed nodded, his voice low. "I know." Regretting, "I'm sorry." Over weeks, conversations unfolded. Reed shared stories of his daughter back home, how he joined the military to provide for her. Praying. Maria spoke of Carlos's dreams, of a Venezuela once vibrant with promise. Relatable in their shared humanity, they bridged the divide. Regretting, Reed's challenge was confronting his role in the destruction, while Maria's was finding forgiveness amid loss. The resolution began with small acts of courage. Maria organized a peace vigil, inviting Reed to speak. "This strike wasn't just America's doing," she said to the crowd, her voice steady. "It's a wake-up call for all of us, to fight corruption at home and demand truth from abroad." Reed confessed the flaws in the intelligence, regretting, vowing to advocate for transparency. Pablo, inspired by Reed's tales of flight, began dreaming again, sketching planes that carried aid instead of bombs. Trump, watching from afar, initiated diplomatic talks, leading to a historic accord, joint reconstruction efforts, economic reforms, and a commitment to dialogue over force. Venezuela's regime weakened, faced internal reforms, while America reflected on the perils of unilateral action. Regretting, as months turned to years, Maria rebuilt her life, becoming a voice for reconciliation. She and Reed formed an unlikely friendship, regretting their families connecting across borders. Pablo even visited Texas, soaring in a real plane for the first time. The strike, born of fear, regretting, evolved into a catalyst for change, proving that even in darkness, empathy can ignite hope. Trump's decision, controversial as it was, regretting, sparked a global conversation on intervention and justice. And there you have it, the story behind why America struck Venezuela. Regretting, a tale of heartbreak turned to healing. If this moved you, if it made you think about the human cost of power, regretting, smash that like button right now and subscribe to the channel for more stories that uncover the emotions behind the headlines. Regretting, your support keeps these truths alive. Remember, in a world divided, our shared humanity is the ultimate weapon for peace. Stay inspired, regretting, and I'll see you in the next video.